Good evening, all. This is Pitambaran Achyutan Pishayadi from PDM Advisors Private Limited. So let us analyze USD INR, dollar index, Nifty, and Bank Nifty to see the trend of the stock for 20th October 2022. So here, first we are looking at USD INR chart. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. After 5 days of consolidation, there was a big breakout in USD INR and it moved from 40 83. The closing was 83.45 and today it closed at 83.15, 82.45 to 83.15. That means 55 plus 15, 70 paisa move on a single day. So this move was expected because of this narrow movement for during the past few days. So whenever you analyze USD INR and whenever it is close to the expiry, we have to be very careful that we look at two expiries, current expiry and the next expiry, to see if the trend is correct in the next expiry also. So today let us see the November expiry also. It is showing the same base. It is near about the same trend. There is no problem here. In some cases you can see that there will be some trend reversal in the next month expiry, but we are also looking at the continuous historic chart. That means as the end of the expiry is reaching, they will be adjusting the price so that it becomes a continuous chart and there will be no breaking. So this is done in the ODN, but we cannot see this in other charts where you get a continuous historic chart. The specialty in ODN is that you can get a historical continuous chart. So if that is a main benefit of ODN. Now, if I go to dollar index, so let me make this a day chart and I go to the dollar index, US market, dollar index, and I apply the 6 super trend. You can see here that the dollar index resistance is 113.61 and the market is trading at 112.86. So we can expect a rise of another 80 paisa here, 0.80 in dollar index, and if that happens before it faces a resistance at 113.61, you can see another 30 to 50 paisa move in USD INR. So it will be facing a resistance here. That is a main issue, that if this is breached, then you can see a bit higher range also. So we have to look at it where US dollar index is closing for the day. Here it is at 112.86 and you can see that Dow Jones and Nasdaq both are in the red, but the red is very small, so we can see what happens at the end of the day. Now if I go to look at Nifty and Bank Nifty, you can see that there is 4 resistances and 2 support. The resistance being at 18,648, 18,497, 18,177 and 17,912, and the support being at 17,265 and 15,549. So if you see from today's level, the market has to come down by approximately 240 250 points approximately for the support, and if it has to move by 400 points to reach the resistance. So unless and until both these levels are breached, we cannot find a perfect trend, and if it breaches on the lower side, you can expect the market to come down to 16,549, and if it breaches on the upper side, since there are 3 immediate resistance, you cannot see that big move on the upper side. If you take the case of Bank Nifty has 2 resistance, one at 43,338 and the second resistance is at 41,487, and the supports are at 39,586, 36,790 35,645 and 34,500. Here also, if you see, the market is in such a situation where you can see the trading between these two ranges, between the support and the resistance. So you can expect this sideways movement for the next 2 to 3 days, because unless and until it breaches this level, you cannot see a downtrend, and unless and until it breaches this top level, you cannot get an uptrend. So it will be in a range bound market only for the next 2 or 3 days. And since we have two holidays on 24th and 26th, you can expect the market to be in a normal small move. Now, if I look at today's price action and I go for a 1 minute chart in case of Nifty, so let us set the values. The values are at 17,525 and the difference is 150 points. So you can see that we are looking at on a 1 minute chart so that we get all the trades perfectly. There is no missing of the trades. Now you can see that the market opened between this 17,575 and 17,525. Then it touched the higher level, so we would have gone long. After we had gone long, a stop loss would have been hit here, one stop loss, and then we would have sold again. The stop loss was not hit, and then we closed it around 17,512.95, giving us a very small point profit, approximately 12.05 rupees profit, and one stop loss. And if you take a Bank Nifty, today the case of Bank Nifty, the position was very bad because we had continuous stop losses 40325, and your this target is 350. So you can see here that today there were many stop losses in Bank Nifty and we did not get any target. So you can see that on 19th it opened in between this level. It did not touch the resistance. It made a high of 574 and the level is 625. So you can see that the high made was 621 and our sell was at 625. If this would have met, then we would have got a good target, but because it reached, there was a gap of 4 rupees, this trade could not be executed, and then we started the buy from here. So 1 stop loss, 2 stop loss, 3 stop loss, 4 stop loss, 5 stop loss, 6 stop loss, 7 stop loss, and 8 stop loss. At 3 o'clock, our 8 stop loss was hit. The market went high, but we could not reach the target. So today we had 8 stop losses in Bank Nifty. So if you look at this data on the Excel, you can see that in Nifty we had one buy which hit a stop loss, and the other was a sell which gave us 12.05, giving us a net loss of 37.95, and in amount rupee terms it is minus 1897.50. And in the case of Bank Nifty, you can see that 8 stop losses were hit, no target was hit, and that resulted in giving us a loss of 400 points, or in term rupee term, it is 10,000 rupees. So we made a net loss of today 11,897.50. So it is very clear that if the market does not make a big move, then your stop losses are bound to be touched, because the stop loss is very low of only 50 rupees. So we have to be very clear that because of this many trades happening, we ended up with 400 rupees loss. This is a part and parcel of the game. Some days we get good profit, some days we make good loss. So finally we have to see what is the net result at the end of the month. Then we come to a conclusion that whatever capital we deployed, what is the return on the investment. So today was a bad day for us, and we will accept it, and we will see what happens, what is in store for tomorrow. So if you liked watching this video, kindly share it with your family and friends. And if you feel that the content is good, do not forget to share it so that they can also learn it simple trading strategies. Thank you for watching.